Welcome back, my pro gamer friends, and today I'm going to be giving an update video on my most favorite mods to use for my modded Skyrim. I will be going over some of them and what they do. Simple workaround framework. So as you can see here, it's just to make sure that the thing runs more smooth without having to apply workarounds for each mod. Now we have here another one that I really like, which is 3D plants free sample. This gives them so much more life and gives them and you all will get to see everything and all these mods and my playthrough. And hold banner border banners. So if you don't know which region or kingdom that you are in, there will be a banner, and you will be able to tell just by looking at it which city you're entering in or near. Skyrim bridges. Now this one I do like because it is lore friendly and it just makes the bridges look a lot more nicer and what I think they would be in the world of Skyrim. Now, cheaper face sculptor. Now, obviously, paying 1,000 gold pieces to change your appearance is pretty much. So this just brings it down to more of what I think would be more manageable and more reasoning. 100 gold pieces. Now, free crafting and stuff. So if you don't want to go around, collecting things to craft and you can. Free player home. So pretty much what this one does is that you don't have to gather all the supplies to build your house, but if it comes to the anniversary stuff, you do have to get those. Get more immersed chats. This, like it says, your more time quest, the game environment cheats mod makes buying and selling more effectively. They adds a lot of all this stuff. And immersive aliens. So this makes it where they will interact with each other more. And you guys will get to see some of that in here. Now I did this for immersions to make the world feel a lot more lively and just graphics wise. I did not give myself anything that no items or weapons or stuff like that that's outside of it besides from Anniversary. And there are a few additional mods too that I do have that are approved and that you can buy on the Creations tab. Immersive speech dialogues. So this just makes it where there's a lot more marriage also. Now I can finally marry whoever I want without being there in restriction. Poses, actions, and musical. This pretty much makes it, you can find this near the stones that you come across at the very beginning. And they will be right behind them in a chest. You can use them, and all you have to do is tap if you're on PlayStation or one once you equipped it, and you can do animations. More like the NPCs do, like sweeping and stuff, just to add a little bit more detail. Rain and snow. This pretty much makes it where snow and or if wet appear to be on your character, which I think is very realistic about how if you were in the snow, you would get some of the snow on you. This is just frame rates. I don't need to tell you much more about that. This makes snow look what it is in real life, white. Wear multiple rings. I have this only because I believe you should be able to wear more than just one ring at a time. Then we just have some stuff where it makes the City of Solitude and more the cheat room. Now, this has everything that's normally in the game, except for if you were wanting to grab certain spells and stuff without having to pay anything, you can. I like this when I just want to get the set of armor and stuff that I want for a particular build. NPC personalities, pretty self-explanatory there. This just gives or instead more, I guess, of a better look. Same thing with realistic dinosaur. Like I said, you all will get to see how they all look in game when I play. So as you can see, Epic enhanced console graphics. Same thing with the bridge too. This is if you just want everything on the map to be discovered, so you can explore Skyrim and all of its beauty. Everything will still be there as normal. Now, I also have some race mods, but it just adds more to, and I feel like they should have had these for the races to make them a lot more unique. But that's why the only one that I don't, oh yeah, they have one for Nords, and I think all the other races. I could be wrong. There might be, actually, I don't think they have one for Imperial. Yeah, they don't. But anyway, so more stuff. Obviously, the one thing I do have is Mary Serena, so you can marry her, and with the other one, you can marry pretty much any NPC. This, and then more higher chance of killing that kill cutscene that is really cool. Water and terrain, this makes things look a lot more realistic look to it. Ancient landmarks will come across, and there's several. Once again, this is instant mastery, so if you just want to be a master at skills and stuff, this is the one for you. These are, I don't know how this entirely works, but enter skills, make your legendary. So pretty self-explanatory. Then we have, so this right here, city gates, makes it where you can only enter the city at certain times, and you have to pay fees or do the persuasion, intimidation, or just pay or leave. There are ways to work about it. Now, this here just does different animations for both male and female. This makes followers feel more like followers instead of just doing kind of like boring basics. This is just audio overhaul, so it just makes things sound what they should instead of some of the sounds that I think they could have done better on. As you can see here, here are the changes. More. This here, I think, makes it where stones and stuff look a lot more realistic too. Now, this is one that I did buy off the creation store that was approved by Bethesda in Enchanted Cities. This gives them so much more life for the Enchanted Cities that I honestly say it's worth getting. And you can get it with the exception of $5. Fortified White Run. This makes, I can't tell you how much better it looks, and it makes it look like the White Run could actually be defendable. But like I said, I'm not going to say everything because you guys will get a chance to see everything when I do my survival. Same thing with, I can't pronounce that, but you know where it is. Holidays, yes. This is something I did because I thought it would be really cool to have the holidays in the lands of Skyrim, and cities and more. So there you go. Immersive speech. So instead of having just the basic dialogue, what you can do with this mod is, if you wanted to really play like a rags to riches, you could be like one of the bakers and beg people for money. Or if you really want to be evil and be a robber, you could pretty much rob people by saying, "Give me your money," and more. This is fluffy. Works to pretty much what this does is that anything with like fur, it enhances the graphics in it. It looks so much better. It makes them feel real. Capital Windhelm expansion. this just makes it more lively and a lot more bigger, more, and adds newer buildings. This one was one of the ones that I bought. It was about 100, whatever the currency is for this game. So, and you do have to make sure it's equipped for it to show up, because if it doesn't show up and you bought it, because Go to Creations, this will show up on Hero and Enhanced Riften, same thing. It just makes it more lively and adds a few things, but like I said, no OP stuff. Classic classes and birth signs. So this makes it where you can have a little bit more control over what you want to do. You can have multiple things. Now this is another one too that was, I believe, about 100 on the creations thing that Professor approved. This just makes Riverwood more enjoyable, and Rorikstead too. This is this one makes where followers feel more lively. Not the other one. I don't know what the other one was, and I'm not going to go back. This, once again, just makes dirt roads and stuff look a lot nicer. The immersive cheats. So this just, as in cheats, it just makes it where, I'm trying to think of it, where smelting and stuff is in every city, so you don't have to go to one specific city just to do it, which I did find annoying. Anniversary Edition cheat realm. So if you want to just check everything that is in the anniversary, but you don't want to have to go through all the missions, this is a good one. Especially, you do need a few others that revolving like the same cheat things to get to it, but these add followers. All of these can be found in Whiterun. But I definitely believe that one of them that I will introduce you to, I feel like gives them more of a personality and these are unique ones because these aren't ones that you can't find in regular. Actually, don't mind this one, because this one I am going to delete. And now I have to go back all the way down again. So bear with me here. I tried it and it didn't seem to do anything unique, so that's why I'm getting rid of it. Attack animations and movements. This just gives it a lot more better visuals on what it's doing, so I personally like it. Apple trees. Now, we always see apples in the game, but we never have any trees to do, so thanks to this, I forgot their name, but all the respective things to them. Same thing with the tree on one of the missions. This makes stones and stuff look a lot more nicer. Once again, more stones look nicer. This is the eye mod, which I will be using one of them for my character. And more hair options, but a lot more nicer. Grass and more to make it look a lot more nicer. And then these ones are just to add more interesting ones. These are just follower dialogue expansions where we can get more rich lore or stories on them. We also have the tree thing, more follower stuff, which is about the same. Chatty NPCs and followers. These will approach, guards and talk and more. Now this one is the last one, and this textures dragons to hopefully be more realistic. Now, because at the beginning scene it was kind of dark, so I couldn't really see how Eldwin's model looks. But just judging from the appearance, it looks really awesome. So anyway, that is going to be it here for this episode. I will be recording my survival for Skyrim, and I will be doing my Skyrim self after this, so please stay tuned. And of course, as always, I hope you enjoyed.